Hello YouTube, Industrious Adam here, and welcome to a new little series, as you would. Well, I say series, but I'm just going to do a couple of Omsi videos, to be honest with you. Now, the map I'm at is Cotterell, I think it's called, and this is the Volvo. I don't even know what bus. Let's have a look. I don't even know what this bus is. But anyway, it's a Volvo. You know, I've completely forgotten what it's actually called, but you know, it's one of them ones. But today we're going to be going and doing the U18 route to the university. Now I've got to be around the corner in a bus stop at half, whatever the time is now. So if we have a quick go inside view, pressing all the wrong buttons now. Oh, I know what's wrong with it. I've turned on a setting on the on this one here. Okay, back. There we go. Okay, so I've got to be around the corner. How do I get back from here? Oh, I don't know. I've got to be there though at 11:03. And if this bus works, where I need to turn the electrics on, that'll be a start.
Fire system pressure okay.
There we go. So now we turn on it. So it is 10:33 now, and we're supposed to have left here at 11:03. So we've got half an hour. I kind of nearly scared myself then. I thought I was late. What we're going to do on though is turn on the lights. Got to turn on all the passenger lights. Might as well turn cab light on as well. Actually no, cab light's not needed. Okay, and we're going to set our numbers. So with the U18, there is an X18 which is the express kind of one, and going to the university. Okay, let's double check that's on the outside, it's on the back, and it's on the front. Okay, if there's any stuttering at any point, any lag, it's just because it is a mod. It's a mod kind of thing. This map's obviously not in a default game, so you've got the fact it's a mod, and the fact that the base game on its own isn't stable anyway. So that's a lot of people. So if there is any stuttering, any lagginess or anything, that's why it's a mod on an unstable game being recorded. So you know. But anyway, so we've got everything set. We just gonna set the time to about 10:58. Okay. Okay, let's turn on the engine. There we go. Okay, neutral, drive. So if there's clicking there, my buttons of my steering wheel I've got. Okay, no one's in the mirrors, so we're gonna turn out. We have a steering wheel and pedals, so if you hear some like banging noises or this noise, that's me going to drive and stuff. I only need to use that if I'm changing the gears. But because it's a automatic, I shouldn't need to change gears that much because it's drive, neutral, reverse. So unless I mess something right up, I'm not going to need the reverse. There's a lot of pedestrians here. I think it sets like 120% pedestrian ratio kind of thing, so there is a lot of people. Got advanced ticketing on. Been a while since I've done it, so I'm not sure what's what. And oh, sweet Jesus. I'm going to have to go right out here just so I know I don't hit anyone. Okay, and well, there's no one there. I'm going to go into there. There we go. Also, it looks stuck with the steering wheel. That's because it has to do 900 degrees of rotation in, well, 80 degrees. Is it this one, I mean? Yeah, it is. So it may look stuttery, but it's not that stuttery. It's just the steering wheel looking stuttery. Okay, let's put the handbrake on. Open the doors and take that into start.
What?
Alright.
Can I have a day pass, please?
Sure. Day ride 750, so I think they're 50p's. Yeah, there must be.
Alright, return ticket please.
Return tickets are 450. It says in the top as well, you can get rid of that, but I like it up there because sometimes you can't hear what they're saying because someone else will be talking.
Please.
So that's actually saying single, some other people start singing. So yeah. These 20s. No, 10s, 30, 40, 50 pounds.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Don't think they've got 20p's.
Just a single please, mate.
Oh, a tenner for a single. 30, 40, 50, £2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, I counted one too many.
Please.
Single. Okay, and wait, oh, how much did you give me? Alright. Right, sorry, let me restart that. Right, 120. Okay.
Ace
170, 80, 90. There you go. I don't know why I couldn't do that in mid then.
Oh, is this free? Do I not need a ticket?
Someone's got on the
Day
ticket.
rider, love.
Okay,
Oh, is this free? Do I not need a ticket?
A rider, 750. Okay,
Oh, is this free?
£2.50.
Do I not need a ticket?
Someone's,
Oh, give us a single.
someone's broken apparently. Okay. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, £2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, I keep doing that.
Return, please.
What, one less than I should have. There's a lot of passengers on here. Okay, that's the last of them. Remember, it's 11:01 now. When am I meant to leave here? 11:03. Okay, so I'm going to stay till at least 11:02, just so I don't get the early thing. Someone pressed the bell. Also, you've got a camera up here as well, so because on British buses they have a camera so they can see what's happening upstairs. I don't know what other countries have this, but I assume it's quite a standard thing now. But they obviously in Omsi, the German buses don't, because it's 1980, and I don't think cameras were that good then, to be honest with you, and that small to fit up. Right. I mean, I say that, but I mean, they were getting smaller. Don't matter. Anyway, 11. Okay, I wait for it to get to 11:02, then I'll start going. That's my horn. I'm going to stick it to neutral because I'll be reversing out there in a minute. Now, what I've noticed about these AI, they're a bit soft. If you go around the corner, you know, some corners you have to do a bus swing round. You do the bus swing, you do it as gentle as possible, and they start moaning, saying all sorts because they've got bad driving. When in reality, if you took that any shallower, you'd have crashed into a car. So, okay, I'm gonna go now. So they might complain about certain things that aren't even a problem. Stick it in reverse, get rid of the handbrake. Okay, just check the mirrors. Okay. Okay, and around we go. The neutral drive. There we go. Right, I'm going to take it off the time as well because I'm going to be picking up passengers. Now I know the route for this because I've played this map for quite a while, so I know the route. It sounds pretty sad that, but you know, it's a good route. I'm also going to have to move my mouse somewhere. Let me put it onto my second monitor while I'm not using it. Okay, round. Oh, on the green light. I normally get red lights on that bit there. So I think this is based off an area near Bath. I'm not too sure. There is a sign for Bath somethings. I can't remember what it was. I think it's like a Bath gym or something. So I believe we're in like the Bath or somewhere like that. It's Cotterell. The link to the main page for it. There are people I believe made it anyway. Will be below because it's a pretty good map and it's pretty easy to download, and there's plenty of YouTube videos. And if you don't know how to download it, just message me and I'll do a video on it. Right, but we turn left here anyway after these lights go green. There we go. Nothing's wrong with my driving. Okay, let's open the doors, stick the handbrake on. Oops, stick the handbrake on, cut it off the game then.
Just a single, please, mate.
Single. Is there no 20p's on here? That was a 50p, Nick. Wait, let me try. 20.
Unless you're giving out cash
Oh
back,
my
you've
god,
given
I've
me
completely
too much
messed it up.
change.
Let's give him a load of 10p's because I've completely lost it. I was up to.
Cheers.
Okay, there we go. Let's close one button. Okay, handbrake off, right indicator, and out we go. Now you can use pretty much the buses on this thing, they're very certain. You got this Volvo Eclipse, I believe it is, but you got to have the first version and the version that's compatible with this for it to work, otherwise you bounce around like mad. It'll be in a PDF for the document when you go onto the page to download it. But you can also get away with the London City bus as well, because I sometimes use that. It gets away with it, it works, and you've got all the university bus stop thing on it, so you can do the routes as well. So if you don't want to get this bus because you don't like it, the London City bus is also available. They don't advertise that obviously because they want you to use this bus, but it does work with the London City bus. Cool. See a little bit of lag then, is like when it loads up the next tile it has a bit of lag. Okay, it's 20 zone, let's slow down a little bit. Okay, so people looking like they won't get on over here. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, you can get a bus around there. There we go. I love how slow they go around that corner.
Single, please.
A single, yeah, there's that one. Depending how long this takes, if it's 15 minutes, I'll do the return trip and do the 30 minutes.
Single, please.
I don't believe it'll take 30 minutes to do the rest of it because, to be honest with you, it's not a lot on it. It's like 15 minutes.
Just a single, please, mate.
A lot of singles.
A day rider, please.
How does he not know what he wanted before he got on the bus?
Lovely.
I don't never
Cheers.
get that. You see people get on the bus and search around for like the wallet and stuff and the purse. Once they've got on the bus, even though they've been sat outside waiting for it for a good half an hour. You think they have the money ready, wouldn't you? Or know what ticket they're getting, like some people around here. Okay, pull out. Not a lot. There's not a lot of traffic here. I'm not sure why. Traffic is turned on, obviously, and there is a lot of it. Well, I've set it to a lot, but also I think I've reduced it a little bit just for the sake of the video quality because I don't want to. I don't want it to be too laggy and too stuttery too often. Also, I love how when this thing hits curbs, it sounds like a trolley as well. Sounds like when you push a trolley into the back of the other trolley to link them up. Well, Tesco trolley anyway. Oh my god, they're not moving without me turning. It's normally this roundabout up here, they move when you go around this. I mean, you can't go any slower. And the only time they don't move is when you mount the roundabout. Which I don't really get, to be honest with you. There we go. So I'm going to aim to do like... I might do another video on this map. Maybe do like I have to do the X18, I know that. I know I have to do the X18. And I'll do that one, and then after that I might do one more, but I'll probably go on to another map then and try out other maps. I mainly want to try Britain, but you know, if there is another map and it happens to be like Germany, like a better Germany or something, or if it's you know, just anywhere really, I'll try it. Well, it's a pretty fun game.
Return, please.
Prefer it if they spoke English, just because I don't understand German. I'm nowhere near understanding it enough to know what tickets they're on about and what money they're giving me. But because I don't know what day rider is in German, because I never needed to know it, so that's why I'm not doing that default map, the Gernhoff one and the Berlin one just yet. I'll do them after I've done a couple of modded ones. Just because, one, they're not as I don't find them as interesting. I don't know if it's just because I don't connect with it. I'm sorry, man, you're waiting. I saw him a bit too late to break.
Where the hell did you live?
This is normal there now.
Oh, just be quiet. I think just because it's Britain, I think I just connect with it more.
Hello, driver. Can I have a day ride, please?
Oh, you can, you're very polite. Bloody hell, you're the most polite person on this bus.
Just a single, please, driver.
I say you're polite, but give me a £10 note for 20, 1 for 20 thing.
Just a single,
I
please, mate.
completely lost count of what I was up to then.
Lovely. Cheers.
Lovely.
Single, please.
So there should be an option to refuse service, to be honest with you. Yeah. 70, 80, 92, 4, 6, 8.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Everyone happy now? Yeah, the milk truck's still stuck behind me, sorry about that. See, like I'm holding my steering wheel still and it kind of does that twitch looking thing. I think that's just generally just a little, I'm not sure of it. I'm not sure why it twitches. I think it just has a little bit of a bug because I'm holding it in a certain area. Because only when I move if I move it at certain angles, at certain points, it does that. So I think it's just like a connection kind of thing or something. Or the game doesn't quite like it like that. I don't know. hell, there's people on every bus stop. Oh, sorry passengers.
What's your badge? Oh my god.
What's your badge number? I'm going to
What?
report you. Everyone will take the mick out of you trying to do that.
A day rider, please.
Alright, 250.
Lovely. Cheers.
Where the hell did you learn to drive?
Jesus, Governor, what the hell's
Oops.
going on with driving?
See what I mean though? It sounds like a checking the hit card in the road. It sounds like a trolley, doesn't it? Okay, so I've got to stop at the next bus stop, that'll pass it off. I'm assuming this one here classes as the next bus stop, because I've never been a passenger pickup here. So I'm not sure if this is actually for my service, but you know. If they want to get off, they can get off here. Bye. See some woman waiting upstairs. It's the whole bus getting off. Pretty handy if the whole bus is getting off, to be honest with you. I need to turn on brake. Okay, and that seems to be the last of them nearly. Oh, guess not. Oh, the army people are up there. You can't tell all these people got mad because I moved and hit a curb. They didn't even hit it hard, I just mounted it a little with my rear wheel. They were angry before that. Oh, I got an empty bus now, at least. So in theory, I should be able to drive however I want really, because there's no one on my bus. Also, I've noticed something with this steering wheel. There's a little analog stick on it, and if you tap it, you just kind of shoot off to whichever way you tap it. See, it full locks it. I obviously slow down then, because if you do it while driving, it flips onto your side. But I'm not 100% sure why it does it, but you know, so if I ever just flip onto my side, it's because my hand's nudged it and it's turn. Oops, so daisy. Up on the curb we go. Right, any police to use ticket?
Hello, driver. Hey, driver. Day ride, please.
A day rider. Why can't you all just have passes? It's so much easier to sort out. You just scan it and you go. These two are twins.
Alright, mate, give us your return.
Apparently these twins don't use the same form of paint. Okay, anyway. Did I just surf me engine? No, I didn't. Okay, hopefully we can beat the lights up here. From the looks of it, it might be a single video because I don't want to push it to the 40-minute mark because that's a bit too much Omsi. So next episode I will go back to the bus depot, and then after that I'll do the express bus, the X18. And then after that we'll go on to probably a different map or something. Maybe a map with more routes on it. Because this has only got one bus route on it, well two technically, the X18 and the U18.
Alright, mate, give us your return.
But they're all the exacts, they're both the exact same, just the stops are
Thank you very
different.
much.
One button. There we go. I keep pressing the engine off button instead of the return to the first person view kind of thing again. I normally get a lot of complaints around this bit here because I'll be going, I normally go about 40 and I'm not being, when it's not recording. I obviously don't want to break the law by being recorded. Oh, as he mounts the curb. I'm assuming she wasn't going for that bus then. I normally mount these curbs like there's no tomorrow because there's normally more traffic down here, so I normally have to actually be on my side properly. They also don't like me going on this corner either. Don't know why. Oh, there you go, load up the next cell. Now this is the most quietest they've ever been around that corner.
Hello, lad.
Hello. You get oh, thank you so much for having that ticket. There we go. I need to change the centre button on this game because I'm using it and it's right next to the engine stop button.
Jesus, that was close.
Jeez, that was close to what? Close to the curb. Bloody hell, don't tell her that I'm getting close to the curb now. Try to have a fit. I'm gonna go a bit. Oh, bus stop. Sorry. As I was doing, I said I was going to go fast here. Someone rang the bell. There must have been some kids on the bus. Or maybe they got the wrong one because they've never been here before. So it's also when you press the bell and you've done it like 2 stops too early, and you have to kind of act like it wasn't you who pressed the bell. So it's quite awkward. Okay, on a left turn here, and we're now at the University of Bath, I'm assuming. Okay, and stop. It's neutral. There we go. So how did we do? We arrived okay in all of them. So you know, we weren't late and we weren't early. So that's a good book in my books. This has been Industrious Adam. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Until the next episode. See ya.